Hey guys, AirSofttalk Delta 1. I had to remake this video because YouTube can't somehow figure out how to make audio go together with my mouth, so I'll be like blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden it'll be like 5 minutes later, it'll be like, and this part is metal and this part is plastic and blah blah blah. So I'm gonna have to remake this video again, and hopefully YouTube will pick it up this time. And if you're watching this, YouTube, seriously get your crap together. It's getting a little annoying. It's hard to upload my videos, and it's very aggravating. Anyways, this is a review of G&P. Battle of the Best. Okay, gonna come out and say this. G&P is the most amazing airsoft company on the planet, in my opinion. Okay, my opinion. Reason being, their externals are unbelievable. They come with the most insanely awesome and cool trademarks. They make extremely well built guns. Their internals are just as good as KWA. Just as good. They are not LiPo ready, but they can do what a KWA can do on a LiPo with a 9.6, which is amazing. I hooked up a LiPo to a G&P one time for, shits and kicks. 35 rounds per second with a LiPo straight out of the box. Amazing. Unbelievable. Now, I will say this about G&P. Seriously, stop making M4s. Make a different gun. Not that complicated. That is one of the few gripes I'm going to mention. They made a M249 Saw, and they gave it, I think it was a version 2 or version 3. You don't do that for a support weapon. If you're going for a support weapon, it's got to be built for a support weapon. Version 3s can handle it, but I much rather would use a Saw gearbox. Those are the most durable on the planet. Next, G&P basically makes everything that has an M in the front of it. So they have M4s, Masadas, M14s, M249s, MK46, and yes, I know I made a Dragunov and some shotguns, and they do make grenade launchers, but grenade launchers made it to the US, shotguns didn't, Dragunov didn't. So, and plus it's sad because they made a blowback M4, and it was amazing, but Customs was like, skip-a-doo-bah! No, you can't have it. So, one of the nice things that G&P has done is they have teamed up with Magpul, so it's legal for them to put trademarks on their guns for Magpul. Yes! I don't really care because they don't buy Magpul guns, but that means less confrontation with Customs and makes it, well, it's going to be a little harder, but it's okay because they have written permission and they team together and we're like, blam. Trademarks, no big deal. So you can have all your G&P trademarks you want, which is very nice. They basically took the NK body and put G&P internals in it, which made it amazing. They make an unbelievable list of parts. Their pistons, 10,000 glorious rounds on 550 FPS with no wear. And guess how much this piston costs? You'd probably be like, $40, $60, 35, 40, 45, 50. No. 20 bucks. 20 straight bucks. And guess what? It was a polycarb piston that did it. That's amazing. No wear. G&P makes the only good, reliable M14, in my opinion. I'm a tech, and I will strangle anyone who breaks an M14 and tells me to fix it. Anyone here that's a tech, please, put in a comment that says, Delta 1, I agree. M14s are just a royal pain in the ass to work on. They also make some of the best motors ever. I love G&P. Their motors, I put a short type. Here, is my gearbox laying across the room? Here it is. Okay, let me get back over to YouTube so I can show y'all. I have a G&P M120 high-speed motor with a custom 9mm ball bearing gearbox with a G&G gears because I had them laying around. And this is a high-speed setup, and it has a element piston and garter piston head. Now, this doesn't work at the moment, but when I had it in my JG 7mm ball bearing, 7mm bushings that are plastic, and I shoved this motor into it. Originally on 9V I was getting like 800. I shoved this into it, I got 23 rounds per second. Which is about somewhere in the 1300. I want to say 3 times, yeah, 13, almost 1350 rounds per minute on a 9.6 volt. I blew my mind away. Their pistons are extremely light. They are extremely good parts. Their gears are just, no, they're great in every single form or fashion. They are very, very efficient. Their gearboxes are great. I think that their gearboxes are the best on the market for the price and what they're capable of. Do not underestimate GMP. Now, I'm not saying they're LiPo ready, because your rate of fire will be so ridiculously fast, you're going to have to do constant maintenance. Now, where KWA comes into place, they're beefy, they're ridiculously strength, they have a lot of strength, and they can handle the LiPos, what it was designed to do. GMP is just like super efficient. If you were to get it to be reliable on a LiPo, it would just be like, kaboom! And KWA would just be like, oh. But they're tied, because GMP can do what a KWA can on a 9.6 when a KWA is using a LiPo. So I can get 1200 rounds per minute off any GMP at 400 or 380 to 400 FPS with a 9.6 volt battery, which is amazing. If you hook up, I hooked up LiPo 35 rounds per second. The most ridiculous, retarded thing on the planet. Do not know why the GMP is so amazing, and no one uses them, from my knowledge. Now, for anyone who's looking at motors, GMP motors are the best for the price. They, in my opinion, they are better than Sistemas for what you're paying. They have a GMP M160 motor, which is designed for snipers, so they could get the quicker trigger response. I've heard rumors that they are shooting 20 rounds per second if you do it well built on a, this is rumor, complete rumor, that it's pulling an M160 spring at 20 rounds per second on a LiPo with high torque setup in mind. So that's amazing. I would just drool over that. But I'm sure it's a constant maintenance if you ever do attempt that. But it was designed for support gunners too, in my opinion, because you're going to get that high rate of fire that if you desire for a support gunner. Personally, I think you need to stay in the realm of 800 to 1,000 rounds per minute for support gunner. Now I'm going to list the cons to GMP. I may have already said them, but I'm going to say them again. They make a million M4s, so it may not be something new to the market, but they're really good. Their bodies are amazing. And they make everything that has an M in front of it, so they make Masadas, M4s, M14s, and M249s, MK46s, but their saws use a standard version 2, or is it a 3? I don't remember. But if you're doing a support weapon, it needs to be a saw gearbox. And if you do a support weapon, it has to be designed. The gears have to be, you have to basically make it a support weapon. There is no standard version 2 or 3 that's right out of the box that's great to be a support weapon, except for some version 3s, because I think version 3s are far more superior than the version 2, in my opinion. Sure, you may be able to get a lot more parts for the version 2, but I'm an AK fanatic. So, moving on, they do make a million parts. That's really great. They make AK bodies, but GMP comes at a price. Now, not very many places carry GMP, but I carry any GMP that you see on major retailers, except for the gas blowback M4. I carry all those products. Now I'm going to come to the final conclusion. You ready for this? I'm going to give them an 8.5. 8.5. Another good feature I forgot to mention is they use Dean's connectors, which is really aggravating sometimes, but Dean's connectors are great for airsoft, but it's bad at the same time because all the airsoft manufacturers for batteries do Tanema, and Dean's connectors is more efficient, it's nicer, but when you buy from me, you get two converters to a, you get two converters. One's to charge a Dean's connector battery, and one's for it to go to Tanema. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't feel like it's going from, I have a female to a Tanema, and I have a male to a Tanema. That comes free included with any GMP gun that is bought from a Spec Airsoft, except for the Masada because it doesn't use Dean's, but any other gun comes with that. So GMP gets 8.5. Amazing company. I really like them. Go check them out. They're a great company. So this has been a review of GMP. 8.5. GMP, you're awesome, and Grey Arc's still awesome. So thanks for watching, guys.